Welcome to Cosmic Sisters Tarot, and today we are going to do a reading for 2025 for a monthly forecast. So we are going to do a long one here. I was going to do 4 piles as they will be quite long detailed readings, and I'm going to shuffle off a lot. Whoops. So 3 cards fell. I had to just readjust because I wasn't focused. So we have 3. We have this one. I'm not going to say what they are, you can see what it is, but I'm going to let you decide with the picture. I will put a still image up. As I said, these are glossy, but they seem to look quite cool actually. They look quite good. And pile 3, which is actually a number 3. And I'm going to leave that image, and when you're ready to choose 1 or more piles, go to the timestamp below and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1, and you picked the High Priestess, which is going to be your center, and everything is going to relate back to this card in the middle for the year ahead. Now I'm going to pick 12 cards, 1 for each month of the year. So we're going to start with January. Now I doubt I'm going to get them all on at once. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So we're going to try and do this month by month for the year ahead. So the one in the center is what everything relates back to, and it's the High Priestess here. So the year ahead is all about things being revealed and using your intuition in 2025. The first card we're going to tackle is the 2 of Fire. So this is in the tarot. The fire element is wands or scepters. So this is about decisions to make. I feel there's a long journey ahead for the new year, starting or being planned in the new year. And there is a decision to be made to go one way or the other. Coming back to this one, like I said, they will all revert back to this one. It's about using your intuition to know which path to take, and your path will be lighted. You do have spirit guides with you, guiding you. So take notice of dreams, take notice of coincidences that are not coincidences here. You're really looking ahead to the future, and this is great because the fire brings us the passion and the will and the drive to do what we want to do. So making New Year's resolutions for you, I think that 2024, there was a lot of things maybe you let yourself down with, and you know you can do better, and you will do better. So there needs to be some creative planning for the future, mapping out what you need to do, mapping out progress, and trusting in spirit that you will make the right decisions, being positive and not having doubts. For February, we have, they do run into each other, they're not specifically month by month, but in general we're running into February, which is the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Coins, which to me, coming back to your intuition, you've already made, by February, you've made this decision that you need to make. And things are really working through. There is much progress, and I feel this is a bit premature in this position, but it seems like you're already there because of the 10, and Earth it's the Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles here. It's about material abundance here and financial security. Sometimes it can be inherited wealth, so maybe there's some money coming into you early in the year here, because like I said, this is, if this was something coming to fruition, that wouldn't be there. So something's already there and there's a decision to be made. So by February, this will bring you a wealth of money, can I say, because of the 10. Sometimes it is, like I said, inheritance. It could be that you've worked towards this and that decision helped towards that. I just think by February, or by the end of February, you're going to have the results that you need. I do follow on with each card. As I said, the Hanged Man is next. It is about the sacrifices that you've made, and I have a squeaky table. Nothing in life is free, basically, and you do have to sacrifice things for the greater good. Sometimes it could be to do with family, sometimes it could be financial. I feel that you'll be going on to newer paths. January, February, March, around March, April, there's quite a few changes here. You've got quite a few major arcana cards here. Funnily enough, all the significator cards came out as major arcana, and you've got quite a lot here. It's like there's a lot of, there's fate's been chosen here, and it seems to come through nearly every month. You've got so many major arcana. You've got the Hanged Man, the Fool, the Sun, the Moon, the Empress, Call, and obviously the High Priestess, and then the few in between. So there's a new journey coming March, April, And I feel here it's like you've got it, and then you've got the sacrifice. So it's not about losing it, it's about having it and then sacrificing for the greater good and going on to newer pastures, things that you haven't, places that you haven't been before, meeting new people. And this is all positive because we have the sun after here. January, February, April, around, each one follows, like I said, so around May. You have the number 19 here, which is the number for the sun card. And the sun is about success. So although you have the hangman here, and the sacrifices and nothing is for free, I feel, you know, there's a payment. It could be a spiritual, it could be a physical payment that needs to be made to move on to the next stage, to the next fated card. And the Fool here, I love the Fool here. She's blowing her trumpet. She's happy where she's going. She doesn't quite know where it's heading, but it's okay, because you come back to the one here, trusting in your intuition. And it's all about trusting fate, trusting your intuition, and that you know inside, deep down, where to go and what plans to make. And the sun is all about success and good health and happiness. I love the sunflowers here. The sun here again is about abundance. Everything is possible. Relationships are flourishing. All your projects are coming to fruition here. So the sun is reaching your goals, even though here this was done early in February and things came to fruition here, then is very much, you know, receiving, then giving, then receiving, giving, letting go, giving, moving on to new pastures. And then we have this Queen of Water here, this Queen of Cups. It's all about compassion and emotional security. It's about generosity and self-love and self-care and healing, as is the sun. It's about good health and happiness and being content. And again, coming back to the High Priestess, it's about knowing, using your intuition and trusting your intuition to guide you to the right places, using your higher self to come to this point in life. And now this is 6 months into the year here. We have, oh, look at this lovely cello. I've not looked well at these cards. That's gorgeous. It's like a cello. The 8 of Earth, which is the 8 of Pentacles in the tarot. I feel that there's self-healing here. Just getting some my own intuition coming in about Native American, that would apply to someone here with the healing and joining with ancestors, finding out your heritage at this point here, which is January, February, March, June, around June. I feel all of a sudden I've got a burst of ancestry coming in. The 2025 is about finding your ancestors, your past, and looking into your past, looking up family trees and finding people that are still alive, as well as people that have passed on and older history. But recent findings, I feel, are coming together of families that have been parted. Coming back to this one, so the 8 of Earth. So this one is about developing new skills and using your skills to benefit your life and others. It's obviously Pentacles. It's about crafting and making money from your ideas. The musical instrument here, it's about having talents and using your talents. And it's not just about making money from hobbies. It's about nourishing other people and sharing your knowledge and your talents, and finding out that actually others in your family, with this ancestral bond here, family bond, finding out that you have a lot in common and you share a lot of your talents and your traits with relatives. So I love this cello here, and sharing your talents with your family and finding out new things about your family. We have the 5 of Air. Wow, look at that. That's like a ballerina fairy. That's unusual because the book says tension and conflict, which, yes, I mean the 5 of Swords are about tension and conflict, but it's a lovely card. It actually says in the book, it's time to rest my mind and allow peace to take the place of busyness or boredom. The mind needs quiet to think and find clarity. If I allow my mind to rest, I will have greater clarity and my mind will be sharper. This is the time for a break. I need to take care of myself. So the 5 of Swords. I think here the doves, I presume doves, is about finding peace and finding inner peace. Always coming back to the High Priestess here, and the spiritual side of the High Priestess. See the triple moons here. Doing spiritual practices to calm the mind, like meditation, using candles and incense, and just making your whole place around you just serene and calm. I think there will be a time here, which is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So we're talking into the summer if you're in England and not Australia, because that would be winter. It's finding your inner calm around this time. There's a lot going on here. Like I said, there's completion and renewal, and then there's this hanged man, this sacrifice, and going into really new areas that you've not been before. I feel there's this family connection, this bonding that's going to happen, and then I feel again it's like bringing in, release, bringing in, release, and then here we have this tension that needs to be released. Next one is the 3 of Fire. Much like it comes after the 2 here. Obviously the 3 follows after the 2. So it's when you've laid down plans, you are here looking to the next phase. I think that here there's a rest period and staying away from conflict, really trying to avoid conflict here, just trying to find inner peace. Coming back here again, just this whole 2025 is about finding your own sanctuary within your mind and body and the place that you live, just completeness. I feel there could be travel here, travel or actually moving onto a next phase. We have 2 more fate cards following the Moon and the Empress. Just there's opportunities here coming your way, and you just seem to know ahead. It's like you know what's coming and you can pre-plan that, and it's not like a practical planning. It's in your head. It's like you know what comes next, and here it's like you can almost foretell what's coming next, so you prepare yourself and steer away from this. And then you have this 3 of Fire, which is about expanding your opportunities and what you already have and expanding on that. It's again about abundance. It's about finding harmony with the people around you and connecting with the right people. Sometimes your family, like I said, this family bonding thing here, or this finding out about family. I think there's a lot you have in common, but there's also a lot that with the 5 here, there's conflict because there are differences of opinions, and your way of thinking is different to other people's in your family, and you'll have your say, and then you'll need to part your ways, and that phase is done, and then you move on to this one here, the 3 of Fire. So there is moving away, moving on, moving upwards, and bringing more success into life, moving on to the Moon. With this Moon, things will come to light on your journey, things will surface, truths will surface. There's also things that you can't see that are coming your way. This Moon is about illusion. I'm not talking about lies, and I'm not talking about deceit. I just see that things will surface that have been hidden, and things going on behind the scenes that will eventually surface. You are really looking at things on a spiritual level in 2025, because you are realizing and opening up that this world is like an illusion. This material realm isn't who we really are. Moving on to the Empress. I think you can see that. Yep, you can see that. She looks like there she's holding wheat. The Empress is about motherhood. It's about nurturing and guiding. Again, it is quite like the High Priestess. It's this spiritual connection and things being revealed. As it's the Empress, it's also about giving birth to new ideas and starting new projects again. So like I said, here, and now again here. You've got all these different, it's like the circle, it just goes round and round and round and round and round the wheel. I'm surprised the wheel hasn't come out, but I think that there's not enough wheels in the deck, there's only one. And I feel like, yes, the wheel is like you go round and come back up, you go around and come back up. It's like the wheel of life, as one thing ends, another thing begins. And that's what keeps happening here. And there's just, your ideas are just flowing in 2025. And your last card is Call, which I believe is, let me check, 20 is Judgment here. This Empress with the family here, it could be the mother, it could be you becoming a mother, it could be the nurturing, but I find that it's you finding yourself, finding your higher self, and just understanding in 2025, just having a better understanding of who you are and where you belong and how you fit in. Finding your true self and expressing your true self and being who you want to be, who you feel you naturally are. And that your life does have purpose. I'm going to shoot off and get my other cards because I have forgotten them. Because these are such a beautiful deck, I'm going to go with the Mermaids and Dolphins. For 2025 for pile 1. For 20. Oh, I'm going to take that. I do have my eyes closed, so I can't see. So that makes sense. Okay, positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. And it's fill out right on top of this 5 of air, which is about what we said here, conflict and moving away from conflict. And so that, like they say, you can't choose your family. You can choose your friends. So it's about being around people that you connect with, and it's okay. Your family are who they are. It's okay that you don't connect and you don't get on, because it's about here 2025 is about finding your inner calling and being who you want to be and being positive. I do get the feeling that people have been judging you, and let them do what they want. That's their problem, and just close off and protect your own self, protect your energy, protect your aura, and do this spiritually through meditating. I do it and it takes like a few seconds to bring the light in and just quickly build a bubble around you, and this really works. I am going to look in the book Positive Energy to give you another reading. Surround yourself with positive people. Your manifestation work is going wonderfully well. By drawing this card, you're encouraged to take the process to an even higher level by going on a negativity diet. This means avoiding negative influences as much as possible. Avoid negative discussions with yourself and others. This is funny how this has come out right beside this one. Another thing you can do is apply feng shui. I'm not into that, but you know, the ancient Chinese art of placement, that might make sense to you. It will enhance your energy and your surroundings. This new energy will bring new opportunities, and it's also about health again, positive energy, health and abundance. So 2025 looks a wonderful changeable year for you, and please let us know how you get on sometime in the year in the comments below, and feel free to see pile 2 or pile number 3. Bye. Welcome pile number 2, and you picked the Emperor, that gorgeous lion. And what we're going to do for 2025 is pick 12 cards. This is your significator card. Everything comes back to this one in the middle, which is a nice card, which is always a bonus. So I'm going to try and do a circle of 12 for each month. I've picked 2 there. That was the first one I saw, which is the Chariot, and then the Queen of Air. These are such lovely cards. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll adjust them so that you can see them as we go through them. It is a bit awkward to get them all on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, number 2. Still going. 11 and 1 more. 12. Wow. Look at these gorgeous cards. Right, the first for January is the Chariot. Wow, look at that, it's just beautiful. And the Lion and the Chariot. Wow. So straight away we've got the Emperor with strength and making your own decisions and being in charge. The whole year ahead is about this one in the middle and the changes that you need to make and be the person that you are. And it's about being bold and making decisions and not letting other people walk all over you. And then we have the Chariot here, which is everything that you've worked for, maybe in 2024, everything that you've pushed yourself, and there is victory coming in January. There is a lot here that's positive, that's brought through from all the trials and tribulations of 2024, literally spring into 2025 with this wonderful victory, this empowerment, I feel. And you've worked so hard and you've been through so much, and it's going to pay off. You've come right to the end of the year now, and it's going to be a positive January. Moving on to the Queen of Air. So I'm going to read the booklet for this one. It's here with the owl and the wings behind her as well. Setting healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem, calculated and shrewd decisions, clear communication, well organised. And there is an affirmation, which is why I wanted to read it. I have clarity of purpose. My intentions are in alignment with my understanding. There is always a strategy in a game called life. Can I let go of false truths and be rigorously honest and with myself and others? I feel that there's a lot to be left behind in 2024, and this new you that's bursting out in 2025 it's a stronger you, it's a more empowered you. It's taking charge of your life, standing on your own 2 feet, not relying on others. Air is about communication, but it's about straight talking as well, and saying what you feel to people. not worrying about hurting other people's feelings, but that's okay because you're done with that now. You know, I feel that I'm getting the feeling of when they say like treading on broken glass. You're frightened to say anything wrong because of hurting other people. You're going to change. 2025 is going to be about you being this strong emperor here, riding your chariot through all obstacles and coming out on top. We then have here the Three of Fire, which is actually about moving. It can be about physically moving. It's about taking the journey, always coming back to the one in the center and changing your life to become this emperor, which does start pretty much straight away here. I feel there's you've just got renewed energy and just a burst of life that I feel like you've let go of something already, or it's happening, you know, now in December, that it's finalizing, because there's already a breaking free from it that runs into 2025. I just feel like the sky's your limit here, and you're venturing into new wonderful places. And look at this lovely magician here. You just hold the key to just going out there and doing what you want to do. The magician here it's being grounded, but it's also having, can you see that? Maybe I should move it up. A connection to spirit, because without with the grounded connection, it's great, but with the added connection to spirit, it's twice as great. It's 100 times as great. It's then finding your intuition to work through things and believing in that not just willpower can bring you your heart's desires and take you where you want to go here, physically and mentally. I feel there's moving away, and there could even be overseas here. I just feel the ball's in your court here. So we're talking January, February, March, April. The ball's in your court here to do what you want to do. And you've already taken charge. So it's time to, here you will be putting things into action in March. It's already happening here in March, and then moving through to the Eight of Water here. This is when all these things that you're planning here in March will come through for you in May. Working through things, like I said here, being grounded and working things out, that's great, but being connected to spirit as well, as above so below, to move you in the right places, you know, to push this chariot into the right directions and down the right roads. I do feel you're leaving things behind. Some of them might be harder to let go, but it's about being this emperor and being strong, and you can do this. It's your inner self that draws you to newer places or different places. Moving on to the Three of Earth here. The three here, can you see that? I keep forgetting this. Small here. So we have the Three of Earth is the Three of Pentacles. It's about work, it's about new opportunities, it's also about teamwork and effort, and just enjoying what you're doing and not making things hard work, and doing what pleases you. Always coming back to the Emperor here, taking charge of your destiny. Things will just just progress in a happy, unexpected way when you are happy, after this moving here, which is January, what did I say, May, so here, yes, in June. Then we've got this transformation. We'll speak about that in a minute, but it all moves on as life moves on. Anchoring, I'm getting the word anchoring, so I feel that you would want to, once you've left this life behind, you are really feeling comfortable here in June and want to anchor to this place. The earth obviously is about grounding, but I feel literally you find this place really nice, and you found the right people here, and the teamwork and friendships, people you get on with, and you want to grow new roots here. So the transformation is number 13. I think, is that the death card then? I'm going to check, because they do have different names, but I believe 13 is death. Transformation. Nothing remains the same, and I need to accept that life evolves through cycles of birth, death and rebirth. So yeah, I believe that is the death card here. So it's a time of transition, and so I didn't remember, I said here, oh look, the death card isn't here. Oh yes, it is. So it is leaving all that behind. It is closing that door and opening new doors here. It's about having to let go. I did say about, leaving things behind, but I think you need to close that door then to get rooted into this new life here as the Emperor with your Chariot, and bring forth this transformation towards the summer. It's time to let go of attachments and things that you were thinking about, or you're thinking about right now, as in 2024, that deep down that you need to let go of. Yeah, letting go of attachments. So here next we have the 8 of Fire, and this is about moving. This is about moving on. It's actually a panda, and it looks like a Chinese lady with Chinese lanterns. It looks like she's been guided and she's being shown the way, the light showing her the way. I feel it's time here to be at peace. This really needs to be left behind and to be at peace. Unfortunately, we do have the 5 of Air here, which is about conflict, but we will come to this in a moment. I feel that when you move, you move away from things, you leave things behind, but sometimes it's not about what you've left behind. It's sometimes things are just there. You will always find people that you don't connect with, that you don't get on with, that you find conflict with. And here you've found your peace, but there will always be, it doesn't matter where you move to, where you go to, there's always somebody, there's always that someone or some people. And you will just need to remember about being the Emperor and being in charge of your life and making decisions and being able to say no to some people, and just being able to turn your back and walk away in the opposite direction. If they don't resonate with you, then you have no obligations to anybody. That's the word that I feel. You have no obligations to anybody. I'm just going to come back to this one, the 8 of Fire. I feel that changes here, after this transformation here, this ending, that things will very quickly change very dramatically, and that's when you've really got to let go of the past. You know, you've arrived at this destination. You should now be energized here and be at peace. And if you are looking to find someone new, or you are looking to bond here with a partnership, this is when it's going to happen. January, February, March, May, June, July, September. This is in a completely new life. Again, straight after it is the 5 of air. So there could be conflict there, and it could be connected with this person's family. But like I said, it's not part of, it is part of this person's family, but it's not necessarily your obligation to be friends with them. You don't have to. Coming back to this Emperor, always coming back to this Emperor. So then we have the Fortune's wheel of coming round full circle into a new life. And here again, I feel if you've been divorced 2024, you've split in 2024, all the way round here is this new beginning again, and it's like starting again. The wheel has turned and it's come back up to the top. So where you've been down in 2024, the wheel is on the up, and obviously it's the wheel of fortune. It means good fortune, not just about money, but about good fortune and happiness, finding your desires here and being happy and contentment. The 4 is a number that brings everything together. It's about laying foundations and forming new relationships here. It's just that, yeah, this is a brief one that I really wouldn't worry about, the 5 here. I just feel, you know, that it could be their overprotective relatives here. So yeah, we have then our last card for December is the 4 of Fire, which is the 4 of Wands. So moving into, yeah, this rest and recuperation, and finally I feel here with the 4 of Fire that there could be, dare I say for some of you, wedding bells. There is definitely being with just the right people here. This is about celebration, and it can be about marriage or marriage proposals. It's about being in sync with your heart's desires. It's about celebrating friendships and love and people that make you happy. And just, it's about being in good company. I do feel that this is your destiny here. Your destiny is about moving away from this past life, moving into and transforming into this new life. Meeting people along the way, but learning from past experiences. With the Emperor here, how to cope with negative people. And here Fortune is shining on you, and I see a wonderful new relationship here at the end of 2025. So this time next year you will be exactly where you desire to be. Now I'm going to pick a card from my Mermaid deck, Mermaids and Dolphins, to finish on. Pile 2. Something that relates. Go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Now is a perfect moment to dive in, embrace your heart's desire. And what have I kept saying? Your heart's desire, that just kept coming out to me, kept bouncing out. And I've put it, it fell out next to the transformation. So ready, set, go. Here's the time. Now we're talking January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So we're talking here about closing the door and leaving all this behind for good. We are talking about leaving it for good. We are talking about drastic changes. Fate is taking you in the right direction here with Fortune's Wheel. I will read Ready, Set, Go in the book. So, even though you might not feel entirely ready, this card says there's no better time than the present to dive into your future. You're advised to take both big and small steps to move in the direction of your dreams. Push aside everything unrelated to your life's mission. Adjust your schedule so that the bulk of your time relates to your priorities and goals. Delegate tasks to other people or hire someone to assist you. Your responsibilities will still be met, you'll be happier, you'll enjoy greater self-esteem, and you'll attract more abundance in the long run if you jump in and follow your heart. So I really hope you enjoyed that reading. Feel free to check out numbers 1 and 2, and please comment below and tell me how you got on. Hello, pile number 3, and you chose this gorgeous Empress card here where she's holding her wheat to her heart. So we have to say that Empress is about motherhood, it's about nurturing, it's about birthing new ideas and new plans. And this is going to be our center card, which everything else relates back to. So without further ado, we will pick 12 cards, roughly for each month of the year, and they do sort of run into each other. And I'm just going to randomly pull 12, so that's 1. These are laminated, and they do tend to get stuck. Now I'm debating whether to pick that one that came out. Okay, you know what? Yep, I'm going to go with it. I'm just remembering that in the last reading, if they was stuck together, but they wasn't in that order. But yeah, these are laminated. There's 4, 5, and there's 2 again, 6, and I'm going to pull it out, 7, 8, 9, just give them a shuffle again, 10, 11, and 12. I will try and get them into view as we read them. So the first one we have is the 3 of Earth, which is the 3 of Pentacles, which is about teamwork and friendships, and also the 3 is about the 3rd person coming to the Empress, the one in the middle. It can signify again birth, actual childbirth, because it's relating, always coming back to this one in the middle. And what 2025 is about, remember we're talking about the year ahead, and this is in January. So here, if it doesn't relate to you about birth, it is as in childbirth. It will relate to you about starting new. It could be a new job, it could be new opportunities here in January, the birthing of new ideas, the birthing of new creativity, and with work here, job opportunities coming up, and also about teamwork and friendship. So it's generally a positive January with new opportunities coming your way. We have the moon in February. Now I feel things have not always been clear to you, or they haven't been explained properly. I feel that 2024 there was a lot of confusion with different things. It's just like everything was confusing and not clear. I feel that there will be more clarity here, and running into the next one here, we have the Emperor, about taking charge. If this is to do with work, there could be a promotion, moving up into a new workspace and having people working under you, being in charge of people in the workplace. But in general, the Emperor is about being the boss and being in charge and deciding your own destiny. So yeah, it comes after the moon, which I feel truths will surface. I feel that you should trust your intuition more. The Empress, she's always quite spiritual, even, you know, during pregnancy, regardless of whether you are thinking about children or not. Women seem to be more intuition, it's heightened when they're pregnant, or here I'm getting with the moon and the menstrual cycle. So this does tend to be a female orientated reading. It can be for a male, obviously. It could be the father, and this is the Empress of the partnership. But yeah, I feel that menstrual cycles are important in this, or moon cycles are important in this if it's the male. But the moon is the feminine, the divine feminine, and yeah, moon cycles here are important. This monthly thing, this 28 days thing, and obviously this is all about monthly. But this is saying February is a very important month for this creativity here, and running into the Emperor, which I feel there's succession here, there's success and knowing where you stand here. Then we are running into the Hermit. The picture here, is it in view? It's a bit under the light, isn't it? The picture here, because they are shiny and laminated, it's a bit hard. It's a door with keys. Now the Hermit is about having alone time to think about things. I feel like the keys, there's all these keys to this door. Now which one opens this door? There's a thought process going on here. I feel a need to strip back and get back to natural. Getting rid of, I can see, I don't know if it's a metaphor, but stripping away like makeup off the face, stripping away at a mask and revealing the you, coming back to the moon and secrets being revealed, just being the real you and unlocking the door and walking through. But the Hermit is about contemplating and spending time alone for that thought process. It can also mean Hermit is about loneliness, but it's also using time alone for your advantage. Moving on, we have the Messenger of Fire, which the fire is wands in the tarot. The Messenger, I love the crown of candles here. This messenger is bringing good fortune and good luck, and there's determination here because of the fire, because of the passion. It's about being creative and headstrong and pushing forward after this period of contemplating here. Coming back to the Empress, 2025 is about birthing new ideas, being a new you, just going through all these new phases. I just feel here that you're basically unstoppable and you just want to drive forward. And there is new opportunities coming here. Just when I said about stripping back, and I just think 2025 is about being true to who you are and what you most value and what you most desire, and thinking about how you can manifest what you want, because straight after I'm coming into temptation, which I presume is the Devil card. So temptation is exactly what it is. Don't be led astray by fake gifts. The picture here, the gold, it's the apple, I presume the poison apple. Keep your eyes open and, like I said, stay true to yourself. As this is the Devil card, it can also be about overindulgence with material things. It can be like smoking, things that are addictive, and just being careful here of, you've got so much drive and passion, just be careful. In a lot of the readings, I think both of them, they've been about stripping back to being natural. I don't wear fake nails. I just feel here it's about that and getting back to humanity and being human and the natural you. Push that forward so you can actually see them. I keep forgetting. Sorry. Here you go. So here, because it's about the material realm, just be careful of any addictive behaviour of yours or even of others. Again, this is a messenger. It could be an actual messenger bringing good news. It could be like an email. It could be a person. I feel there's a lot of forward drive here. Just a warning of being careful here, maybe being led astray. Moving on to the Messenger of Air. This one does relate to this one to me, because air is about communication, but this messenger is the one that will lead you astray or can lead you astray. It's about dogma and thinking of ways that how you should behave and how you should do things, but you mustn't go along with them. You must, make your own decisions. And coming back to the Hermit, that time for thinking about things on your own, separating from this people or situation here, so that you can think with your own mind and whoa, hold on a minute, step back and think about things on your own. I think you need to broaden your perspective and don't react because of things that have happened in 2024. Sorry if you heard my dogs barking. Don't react because of things that have happened in 2024. Try not to react to this situation by reacting from things that have happened in the past. Think about what you want to do in the future and how you can approach things in different ways. Adapt a new way of thinking. And always think, are they for your higher good when you're doing these things, because you have got temptation here, both sides with messengers. We do have the star, which is our healing card, which is a lovely card here, which is January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So moving into fall, summer here for those in UK, or winter in Australia. We have the star. Taking note of this one and always coming back to this one in the center, the Empress, and birthing and nurturing. The star here, it is about healing, but it's about being inspired. I think here there's some realization, and you will start to recognize there's things that you can do, and there's new hope. I don't like the word hope, but I just feel that there's a more positive outlook after going through this phase here. That there will be understanding and realization here, and you must remember who you are here, this Empress. You are the nurturer, birthing of ideas, new beginnings. So after that we have Call, which I believe is Judgment, because it came up in the last one. And I feel, yes, you're still hanging on to the past, 2024 and beyond, still influenced by decisions that are still in the back of your mind. I feel there's healing here because of the star, of letting things go, but they're just not let go completely. It's like forgive but not forget. How you deal with things, as long as you're, this temptation here, as long as you're not tempted, conditioned to believe in, like I said about dogma, or you can't do it like that, you can't do this, or you shouldn't really do that. You need to let go of that and people that say things like that, and you will go through this healing. But yeah, I do feel here, Call 20. So the card meaning for this one is slightly different to the General Tarot, which is Judgment. That's the one. So it says, I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. So okay, that makes more sense here because of the healing. So hopefully here you have let go of the past, being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with yourself and with your higher self, being yourself, and moving away from this dogma and being who you want to be and who you are, and telling people, this is showing people who you are, who your true self is, and this new you will be born. Then we have the 10 of Water, which is lovely, the 10 of Cups, which is here signified with Buddha. Obviously Buddha here is about peace and tranquility and good fortune and well-being. Let's give his little belly a rub. Oh, well-being in your natural state, so everything you need comes easily and effortlessly, and there should be joy here, and with family and friends and loved ones. It's the 10, it's about abundance and overabundance. So from the 10, which is abundance of prosperity and serenity, run straight into the sun, which is success and happiness, with these gorgeous big sunflowers here just bursting out because of the sun, you know, this beautiful sun behind. And the last one, I'm going to put these together, is the King of Water. So with the sun and its abundance, everything is possible here. And I just feel, you know, the illumination of the sun is warming. Go out in the sun, enjoy the sun physically. If you're not near sunshine, go somewhere sunny. The water and the sun, sand and sea here, these two together. Even if the weather's not good, it doesn't matter. It's just being outside in these elements of sunshine and water. And this brings us to the King of Water, which is, he as a person, the king is a gentle, fair, he's a good listener, because the water is the cups in the normal tarot. He's loving, he's a loving father. You know, as a male, he has a lot of feminine attributes. He's gentle and fair, and he respects people. So that here, I think with 2024, there's been maybe some disrespect here and conditioning. It's like saying, oh, all these people they're all rubbish, you know, I don't want to know them. And you will learn with some alone time here, time for 4, and still finding these negative people here trying to draw you in, but you will break away from them. You will, and you will find your own self, and a new you will be born here. And you will, with the Emperor here, start learning how to speak for yourself and start telling people what to do. Literally start telling them that, excuse me, this is don't tell me what to do, I'm telling you, or I can make my own choice, thank you very much. So we come to the end here, that you will learn that not all people are the same, and you will be able to differentiate people and their characters and connect with the right people. You will gain this wisdom here this time next year, and you will be able to teach others, and others will look up to you. Coming back to the Emperor again, even if it's not to do with work and that type of promotion, in yourself you will be able to be a guide here and guide people through your experiences and how you've learnt in this year of how to deal with negative people, and just sending back love and giving good guidance and being generous and loving and just pouring out that love and light. Now I'm going to pick a mermaid card to end on. Pile number 3. I've got my eyes closed, and if one falls out, one falls out. Let's end on a good note. Pile number 3. There. And it is worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Now, I think that's quite apt for this, because it's about your worth and being told in the past that, like I said, you can do this, you can't do this, you have to do this way. You're not doing that, and now you're saying in 2025, oh yes I am. Yes I am, and you are worthy. I will read from the book for worthiness. Worthiness. You've been blocking your manifestations due to deep-seated beliefs that you don't deserve them. Manifestations aren't rewards for good behavior. They're effects of your thoughts, beliefs, feelings and actions. When you allow yourself to receive, you help with God's plan, the universe's plan to demonstrate love everywhere. Like I said here, you will, this time next year, you will be this king of water, this generous, loving person. Accepting the universe's help isn't just about you personally, it's about allowing yourself to be helped so that you can help others. Coming back to that one again. Accept good graciously and affirm, thank you for gifts that have come to me now. I gratefully accept them for the good of all. And that is your affirmation for 2025. And I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please feel free to go to 1 and 2 if you feel like it. And please do comment below and let us know how you get on. Happy New Year.